Hey, I know that usually on Tuesdays you stay at mine, but could we swap that to yours for tonight? A pipe has burst in my apartment, so it's basically unlivable. I've got people coming to fix it, but they won't be able to sort it out for a couple of days, so I have no water either.
Hey, honey, yeah, that's fine. What happened, though? Is there anything I can do to help? I'm not the handiest of men, but I know my way around a tool or two.
Oh, no, it's okay. Like I said, the maintenance guy is coming round. I just need somewhere to stay for a few days.
Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. Bring as much stuff as you need. I'll make some space in my wardrobe for you.
Thanks. I can't believe this has happened to me, though. It's just typical. At the worst time as well, as it's going to cost me a load of money that I don't really have to pay to have it fixed.
I know how you feel. I remember when I was in college, in my first rental flat, the heating went off completely, and I had to get a guy to come out and fix it ASAP, because it was winter. My landlord refused to pay for it, so I had to pay for it myself. I had to live off of toast and porridge for quite a while after that.
Yeah, I might have to do that after I've paid for this.
Well, here's an idea. Why don't you move in with me? I mean, I've been thinking about it for a while now, so it's not just a spur of the moment thing, but I figured we always spend the week either at your place or at mine, and I just don't see the point in that, you know? If we just got our own place, then we could share the rent costs and all the bills, so it would be much cheaper for both of us, if you want to.
Hang on. Do you mean, like, live together? That kind of moving in with one another? Like, we'd be in the same house, together all of the time?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what living together means. Do
Oh,
you not want to? It's okay if not. I don't want to force you into anything.
no, it's not that.
What's wrong then?
It's just, well, I've never had to live with another person before, except for my family, obviously. But since moving out, it's just been me. I think it'd just be a bit weird, is all.
Oh, well, there's no need to worry about that. I mean, it probably will be a little weird for the first few weeks or a couple of months. We've both gotten used to living on our own and adhering to our own rules, so we'll have to learn how to work together and perhaps change a few things so that we don't get annoyed with one another. But I think it would be a good thing if we did it. I mean, we have been dating for 2 years now. A lot of couples have moved in together by this point.
I suppose. But what if you do something that I don't like? We could get into a huge argument which could lead us to breaking up. And then, because we've sold our apartments to buy a joint one, either one of us or neither of us will have somewhere to live. It's a big risk.
Well, that's a bit of a worst case scenario, don't you think? I mean, it would have to be a pretty bad argument for us to break up over it.
Yeah, but it could happen. Plus, where would all of my stuff go? I've got lots of things, so I would need a lot of space to store it all.
We can find somewhere for it to go. It wouldn't be a problem at all. After all, we could look for a place together that has quite a bit of space for the both of us. Or we could make space in either one of our places. It would be quite doable. But you seem quite hesitant. So if you don't like the idea, we don't have to do it.
Well, say I agree. How would we afford this new place then, if we looked for it?
We'd have to put our money together, especially if the new place is bigger than what either of us have at the minute, as it'll obviously cost more. But considering we've both got full-time jobs, it shouldn't be too bad.
Hang on. So you're saying that I'd have to pay for the new place as well?
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm not earning enough to pay for a whole apartment for two people all by myself.
Well, how much do you make? Annually, I mean.
Why does that matter?
If we're going to be getting a place together, I'd like to know how much we have so I can know the price range of the places we can look at.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, does this mean that you want to move in together?
I guess. Though, if I do this, then I need to know that you're committed to me.
What do you mean?
I'm 28, and I'm not getting any younger, so I need to know that you want to be with me forever, and that you won't leave me, or whatever.
So, like marriage?
Yeah, I would like to get married soon and possibly have children, and I would like for their dad to be around to help look after them and raise them. So I need to know that you're serious about being with me if we do this.
You don't need to worry about that, Jill. I'm more than committed to being with you. There's no other woman that I want to be with, and if you'd have me, I'd marry you tomorrow if you wanted to.
Wait, did you just propose to me over text?
I guess I did. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it like that. I would have had it all planned out and romantic and everything, but I guess, as I've asked, if you wanted to give me a little indication as to whether you'd say yes or not, just so I'm not as nervous when the time comes for me to do it properly.
Being nervous of the answer is kind of the whole point of proposing, though. But I guess that I could give you a hint or something. But first, I'd need to know how much money you earned on a yearly basis.
Bit of an odd ask, but I earn about $40,000 a year after taxes. What about you?
40,000? That's it?
What do you mean, that's it? It's quite a lot of money if you think about it. Considering I've only been at this job for a couple years, I've moved up the ranking quicker than anybody else in the company.
That doesn't matter. You only earn 40,000? How can you expect me to live off of that? It's like barely 3,000 a month.
That's a lot of money to live off of in a month, Jill, especially considering that the rent and bills will be half between us, meaning you'll have to pay for half of them. On average, if you take $1,000 off for rent payments and bills, we'd still have $2,000 to live off of for the month, and that's not including your salary. There's still a lot of people much worse off than that.
I don't care about other people. I have gotten used to a way of living, and I can't be expected to give it up now. You'll have to pay all of the rent and bills so that I can use my money to buy the things I want and do the things I want to do.
I can't do that. It'll be way too expensive, especially as a bigger place will cost more. I'll have no money left for myself or for other expenses. If we're gonna move in together, you're gonna have to pay half.
If you think that I'm going to move in with someone who earns such a little amount of money, you are dead wrong. Let alone marry them. No way.
Wait, you're saying you don't want to get married now?
Definitely not. At least not to you. I'm not going to waste any time on a poor person. I'm pretty enough that I will be able to find a rich guy or celebrity of some kind and live a life of luxury. Something that you, apparently, can't provide. How come you never told me that you were so destitute?
I'm not destitute. I earn quite a decent amount.
Uh-huh. Sure you do. Look, I'm not going to be with someone who doesn't earn enough money to afford me a life of comfort. I mean, a bare minimum I would accept someone making is around 80,000, and that's literally a starting point. Had I known how much you were earning from the start, well, I don't think this relationship would have gone on for as long as it has.
Oh wow, so you're basically telling me that the only reason you were with me was for my money? You don't want to work in life, and you thought that I was your paycheck to a comfier and less hard life, huh? So that you don't have to work, and you can just go out and spend your time and money however you please. Is that right?
So what if it is? It's not a crime to want an easy life, is it? It's only the smart thing to do. Finding someone who already has a lot of money so that I don't have to do all of the hard work to get it. Loads of other people do it.
Ah, so you're a gold digger. That explains a lot.
I'm not a gold digger. I'm just someone who knows what they like and what they want out of life. I can't help it if that's the expensive things. I just have good taste, and I deserve to be with a man who can actually afford to buy me the things I want. Just because you can't do that isn't my fault.
But I've only been at my job for a couple of years, so it stands to reason that I'll just climb up higher in the company as the years pass by, meaning that my wage will get higher as well.
A couple of years? You really think that I can wait years for you to start earning even a half-decent wage? No, thank you. Either you need to quit that job and find a new one that pays at least 80,000, or you will lose me entirely. Your choice.
There's no job anywhere that I'm qualified for anyway that'll let me just waltz in and start earning $80,000 a year. It's just not possible. Plus, I like my job. I like the people I work with, and I like what I do. I think it's interesting.
And that's why you'll never amount to anything. You're too happy to be just a simple worker, not aspiring to earn more or elevate yourself in any way. It's pathetic, and I am not going to stay with someone who is pathetic. So, if your choice is to stay where you are, then I'm going to go, and find myself someone who can actually facilitate the kind of life that I want.
You know what? Fine then. If our relationship means so little to you, if all you're bothered about is money, then maybe it is best if we split up. I don't think I would want to marry someone so selfish and one-track minded anyway.
If that's what you need to tell yourself to help you get over me, then fine. But we both know I'm the best thing that will ever happen to you, and you will never find anyone like me again. Shame what being poor can do.
I think I'll be fine. Goodbye, Jill.
Bye then. Hello, Chris. How are you? It's been a while.
Hello? Who is this?
Oh, you don't need to pretend, I know you know who it is. I mean, how could you forget me so quickly?
Honestly, I really don't know who this is, so you need to either tell me who it is or I'm just gonna block your number.
It's me, Jill.
Oh, Jill, I should have guessed with that self-important attitude. What are you messaging me for? It's been 3 years already.
Oh, I know. I just agreed to get married, though, and I couldn't help but think about you. Because we almost got married.
Well, congratulations, I guess. I hope he makes you happy.
Yeah, I mean, Mike is a bit older than me, but it's not too bad. He's a builder with his own company, so he earns a decent amount of money. Who knew guys were so sensitive and picky nowadays, though? You'd think that anyone would be dying to be with me, considering how beautiful I am. But they all said they couldn't stand my personality. How rude is that?
Uh-huh.
But anyway, he earns more than you, so I've still upgraded there, wouldn't you say? LOL.
Not really, no.
My boyfriend earns $80,000 per year. I feel like you don't even try.
My yearly income is $120,000 now.
Huh? What do you mean you earn $120,000 now?
Exactly what I said. That's my yearly income.
But how? That's not possible. You were just a lowly poor worker. You shouldn't have that much money.
I told you that I'd only just started at my job and that if given a few years, I would be able to move up in the company, which would increase my pay as well. Although I'm surprised as well that it's only taken me 3 years to get this far. Apparently, I'm the best employee this company's had in years. I think I might even be up for another promotion again soon, which of course means an increase in pay again.
But you told me it would take years for you to earn that much money.
No, I said that it could take me years, but that I would definitely progress. You were the one who said that she couldn't be bothered to wait. You wanted me to be earning a ridiculous amount straight away, and it just wasn't possible.
Well, maybe I was a bit hasty. I mean, I was just trying to incentivize you to work harder so that you could progress quicker. And it definitely worked, didn't it? I mean, you've climbed up the company so quickly just to impress me. And I can honestly say that I am impressed. So, I accept your proposal. We can get married now. Isn't that great news for you?
What?
I'm saying yes to your proposal.
Jill, I asked that over 3 years ago, and you said no because I was too poor for you. I'm not gonna marry you now simply because you like the fact that I have a bit of money now. I really don't want someone so shallow as my wife, not to mention that you literally just told me that you're already engaged to this Mike guy.
I can easily get rid of him. You don't need to worry about that. What's important is that we can finally be together like we should have always been.
No, I'm not marrying you.
You can't say no. Only I can say no. You have to marry me. I want to live a life of luxury, and you can buy that for me, so you need to give it to me.
Okay, firstly, I would never marry someone just so that they can laze around, not work, and spend all my money on whatever they want. And secondly, I'm already married.
What? You can't be married? I can't believe you cheated on me like that.
I haven't cheated on you. We weren't even together for the last 3 years.
Well, you'll just have to divorce her then. But make sure that she doesn't get all of your money in the divorce, as that would just be a waste.
I'm not gonna divorce my wife. I love her, and she's such an amazing woman that I would have to be insane to divorce her for you. She's sweet and kind and very caring. She's backed me up and supported me through thick and thin, and I couldn't think of a better partner in life. Unlike you, you'd probably just keep demanding that I work until I drop, just so that you can have as much money as you can. I'm not willing to get into a relationship like that.
But Chris.
Nope. Anyway, I'm a very busy person, so I'm gonna go. I'm also gonna block your number, so don't bother trying to message me again. Good luck in your marriage. See ya.
No, wait, Chris. You can't do this.
Jill tried multiple times to contact me again and try to convince me to divorce my wife, but that was never gonna happen. I blocked all of her communication channels and even alerted her to the fact that I would get a restraining order if she didn't leave me alone. After that, she left me alone and, I presume, married her boyfriend Mike. All I can say is that I hope he knows what he's in for. As for me, I'm continuing to do well in my job, and I've even been put up for another promotion. My wife and I are also doing really good in our relationship, so much so that we're even expecting a baby. I really am grateful for how my life has turned out, as it is perfect. It just goes to show that hard work and finding someone who supports you in everything you do really will get you far in life.